Well, it looks like NDP leader Jagmeet Singh is back at it again today. No, not doing anything productive. I don't know why anyone would assume he's doing something productive. No, Jagmeet Singh is back to whine and cry at Canadian CEOs on social media. This is how he proves that he, unlike the greedy CEOs, is a deeply compassionate and generous person. But this is what he posted just today. He said, the average Canadian CEO earns in one shift what the average worker in Canada makes in an entire year. Ooh. By 9:27 a.m. this morning, CEOs have earned more than what you, the average worker, will earn in an entire year. Yes, be mad because Jagmeet Singh is telling you to. While inflation crushes Canadians, greedy CEOs help fuel it. Completely absurd. No business can create inflation. Inflation is created at the Bank of Canada and through government spending and taxation. Jagmeet Singh is completely economically illiterate, like I said a very long time ago in a different video. The idea that somehow Jagmeet Singh is a compassionate and generous person compared to Loblaw CEO Galen Weston is an absurdity. Galen Weston might make $14 million, but what you earn does not determine if you are greedy or not. Socialists are some of the greediest people on the planet. They also tend to not be the wealthiest because they're socialists and they're not very good with numbers. Galen Weston and any other CEO in Canada actually creates jobs. They are experts in managing companies, and through their management, they help expand the productive capacity of that company so that the company can make more money while keeping prices low on the products, hiring more employees, and as those employees work for them longer, they get compensated more. It's how the economy works, but I know I have to explain that to Jagmeet Singh. Now, I'm not explaining that to you, my audience. You guys clearly know this. But Jagmeet Singh is accusing other people of being greedy while assumably he is the hero in the situation who's definitely not greedy, while Jagmeet Singh is making over $220,000 a year to do nothing. Jagmeet Singh has only shaved off jobs from the economy. Any government-created jobs that him and Justin Trudeau have made are always at the expense of jobs in the private sector. It actually is, in fact, Jagmeet Singh, the man who flexes his gold Rolex watches and bespoke suits on social media, who is the real greedy person. Jagmeet Singh is the person who deeply cares how much money you make and wants to get as much of that money as possible if you make over a specific number that he doesn't like. Obviously, Jagmeet Singh isn't rich, even though he is in the top 1% of Canadian earners. He's a deeply nice and compassionate man because he hates people who make more money than he does. It's not actually compassionate. Jagmeet Singh is a very childish and petty individual, and he is training Canadians or people who would actually listen to an NDP message to hate those who have more than them. I do not care that Galen Weston makes more than me. I do not make anywhere close to what Galen Weston makes. I probably make less than the average Canadian worker does. In fact, I definitely make less than the average Canadian worker. I don't care. They're allowed to earn their money how they want. But because Jagmeet Singh is a socialist at heart, he thinks that it is somehow unethical that people negotiate for their own wages. People sell their labor to someone who owns a business, and that person, through that person's labor and their capital, is able to make a profit at the end of the day. To Jagmeet Singh's religious belief in socialism, this is a deeply evil situation because fundamentally he hates Canada's market economy that has created so much wealth. He is the type of guy like Justin Trudeau who puts out all of these warm messages to Fidel Castro after he passes away because supposedly he was such a great and kind man despite bankrupting his nation and lowering their actual standard of living severely to the point where people still drive around old jalopies from the 1950s on that island. But what do I know? Because I guess I'm paid off by greedy CEOs because I have a brain or something. Other than that, that should be it for me today. I am, in fact, being sued by a billionaire, someone who's even richer than Galen Weston. So if you want to contribute to my Give, Send, Go legal fund, that would immeasurably help me out. I'm already $25,000 deep into this very stupid lawsuit. The guy has nothing. He's just filing paperwork to try and bleed myself and the National Telegraph of money. So contributing anything there would really help me out. I'm also running for the Calgary Signal Hill Conservative Party nomination. So if you live in Calgary Signal Hill, make sure to buy a Conservative membership. Vote for me number 1 on your ballot whenever the nomination date is called. We don't know when it's going to be, but probably within this next year. And then make sure, even if you don't live in Calgary, check which riding you live in. It's very important that you know which riding you live in. Drop in the comments which riding you live in. I would love to know. Maybe I'll even start a spreadsheet at some point where people can sign up for a contact form where I can see which riding they live in. So if there's a nomination race coming up, I can maybe even recommend good nomination candidates. That's a project for the future. For now, just say which riding you live in, like the channel, subscribe. Do all the button pushing that you can. And other than that, I'll see everyone in my next video, whenever that happens to be.